Hi, welcome to my channel. This is MC, the accountant, shares to you very important things about how to survive in your respective schooling and then also sharing to you accounting information. For this day, I'm going to look into the career path or career tracks or the employment opportunities of certain courses or programs under the College of Business and Accountancy. So I did not just focus on the BS accountancies. I want like all programs also will be shared. Now for my respective presentation, take note these are not my original information. I am just here to share to you what I think and what I've known based on my experience in the academe. So I based my discussions on the PSG. So these are the policies, standards, and guidelines for certain programs made by CHED. And after deliberation, these will become the CHED Memorandum Orders for the courses. So as you can see on the screen, this is for business administration. That's CMO, CHED Memorandum Order number 17. Now take note, guys, that what you can see on the CMO will be the minimum requirements set by CHED. So any school or university may add more to such. All right, so let's begin our discussions to the accountancy program. So these are the career opportunities for the accountancy. Now for accountancy and then for accounting information systems as well as management accounting, they are very similar. So except that for accountancy, there is already an established board examination. Some would call it the CPA board examination. Some would call it CPALE or CPA, Certified Public Accountant Licensure Examination, or it could just be the CPA examination. So there are a lot of terms to say. So I repeat, for the accountancy, there will be a board examination to take, but for the management accounting and accounting information systems, none. For the career opportunities, they are going to be similar or the same. All right. So let me look into the CHED Memorandum Order. So you have here, this is for the accountancy, that's CMO number 27. I'm going to put in the links in my description so that you can also go into like what are the specific contents and direction of your courses. And next is, this is for accounting information systems, which is, by the way, known as accounting technology before. And then you also have here the management accounting and the business administration, which I discussed prior. So 27 accountancy, 30, 27 again accountancy, 30 for AIS or accounting information systems, 28 for management accounting, 17 for business administration. Okay, so let's have the career path. For accountancy, at the onset, of course, we start at the bottom. So we are going to have entry level jobs. Now, for accountancy, there is the Republic Act, that is 9298, which is the, for example, in a particular course, normally there is the so-called enabling law in which that would show to you the specific requirements under the law. Okay, so I have to search for that. Hopefully the internet works. So this is called the Philippine Accountancy Act of 2004. Okay, so while it is loading, let's go back for, let's say, accountancy career opportunities. So there are 4 areas under the said law. So you have public practice, commerce and industry, government, and education. Now, you can say that these are the areas in which the accountant can work, as well as the management accountant and the accounting information systems graduate or professional. Okay, so it's for a while. So you have here the example. So for public practice, this is for example auditing firms and then accounting firms. So for example of that would be SGV, Sisip, Gores, and Vilayo, Punong Bayan, and Arroyo. And then we also have the Isla Lipana, and with the international counterparts. Example for SGV and Company, the counterpart is Ernst and Young, so EY. So in that case, these are the affiliates, or let's say SGV is part of the umbrella, that is Ernst and Young. Okay, so in that case, guys, you will be or you can be working there. Now, for another one will be private, commerce and industry, which is actually very big. So we can simply say that anything that is not the public practice, meaning the auditing and accounting firms, the government, and schools, these belong to private industries or sectors. So if you are not example partners in auditing firms, or you are not people in the government, or you are not teachers in education, so you will belong to the private sector, commerce and industry, government and education. So you can see here the words junior normally, which means that you are at the bottom yet. And then later on, as you're able to increase your qualifications by further schooling, by attending to trainings and seminars and experiences, you'll have to grow. Growth is very important in any career or in any organization for that matter. Okay, so hopefully it's here. Let me type the Philippine accountancy. Okay, you have here. So Philippine Accountancy Act of 2004, that is Republic Act number 9298, as what I've said a while ago. So this is the enabling law. There's a law passed for the regulation, for the administration, for the proper handling and management, even providing licenses for the accountants or for the practitioners in the accounting field. As for the others, there's no enabling law yet. How important that is, because if there's no enabling law, there wouldn't be budget, there wouldn't be state support. So meaning it will all be a private matter, which is not the direction that we want to. We want the law, we want the state, we want the government to recognize the profession, but it did not push through, right? So we are still hoping for that. For those who are familiar with, for example, the previous administration for the Board of Accountancy. So the Board of Accountancy is the one that is the arm of PRC Professional Regulations Commission for the administration of the practitioners in the Philippines. Okay, so much for that. You have the accountancy. Okay, so let me share that again. You have accountancy. Okay, so sorry for the delay. You have here middle level position. So from junior, you can become senior. You can see the word senior consulting manager or financial advisory manager, and so on. Commerce and industry controller. So government, state accountant. Anyway, these are terms that perhaps in your level you wouldn't understand much. So you'll just have to differentiate. But you can just look at this into group A, B, and C, in which the C would be on top. Or you can also have CBA if you would like, so that the A would be on the top. Okay, after that, you will have the advanced position. So if you are going to be in education, like in my case, from junior becoming to senior, or a chair of a department, so the Department of Accountancy, you can be the chair, you can be the head of that department, or let's just say a department of a particular program or a chair of a particular program, and you'll be working hand in hand with the dean. So the dean is actually on the, let's have that. The dean is here. The dean will be an advanced position for the education sector, for the education or for the academe, for a certain school, college, or university. You can also be vice president for academic affairs or even the president. Okay, so those are the specific career opportunities under accountancy. Now, mind you that these are also similar to the management accounting graduate or graduates, as well as the accounting information systems graduates. Now, for accountancy, again, there are licenses. We are hoping for the latter two to also have their own set of examinations. For management accounting, this is now more on a combination of an accounting perspective and management. So that's why a lot of the people that I've known, management accountants, are not necessarily CPAs. They are even like graduates of management accounting, and then they are able to really strengthen their qualifications by having certifications like the so-called certified management accountant and also relevant experiences in the field because the key here is manager. So leading people to be in groups, achieving certain objectives. So if I look into the education, starting from junior, senior, and also being a dean, of course, you can also be the dean of your particular department. You don't have to be a CPA to be a dean of a certain college. That is if accountancy is separated from this particular program, management accounting, but normally under the same roof. So that's why normally the dean would also be the CPA. But it doesn't mean, again, that the management accounting graduate, management accountant cannot be a dean of a certain college. All right. So again, I repeat, public practice is with the firms, commerce and industry will be the private, government is clearly, you've known that. So any positions there like auditors, like examiners, like officers and specialists. Education, you know, from the academy or university. Okay. And then similar also, oh, sorry. So similar also for accounting information systems. Where is, oh, where is management accounting? So management accounting is shown already. So accounting information systems is similar also. You can see from entry level, middle level, and advanced positions, and so on. And then, sorry for the picture, guys. It was flipped. Now you also have for business administration. For business administration, this is more on managing, supervising, and looking into the business. Now, for the business administration, there are four areas. Human resource, if you would like to manage or deal with people, how to train them, recruit, how employees or the respective staff in the organization would be compensated or remunerated. So we give them benefits, salaries, and so on. Also, the government mandatory benefits like SSS, PhilHealth, and pag-ibig. So that is on the human resource management. Next, for marketing management, this is about knowing the needs of the market, then looking for the products that can answer their needs. Products, by the way, can be goods or services. So goods meaning tangible with physical substance. You can see it, you can touch it. The service would be intangible, like this teaching service, for example. You cannot see the teaching services being rendered by the teacher, but you can see the teacher. But the teacher is not the product. Anyway, that will be discussed further. For those ABM students from senior high school, for sure they will be relating the discussions. And then operations management is on the production aspect. So how products are being made from start to finish. So from raw materials, for example, for goods or tangible products that are being made down to the part that they are saleable, meaning ready or available for sale. While financial management will talk about how do we properly manage our money, the economic resources or assets of the business, as well as how to deal with our liabilities and equity. So all items of a business. So finances would be talked into. Now, these are just some career opportunities. And also for business administration, it will also go from lower level up to middle, up to upper level. So those are also the things that can possibly happen for a certain business administration graduate depending on the field. Now, for career opportunities, these are just some employment wise, but then we can also practice our profession just like for the accountancy because there's a license. For some, they can organize their own consultancy servicing firms. So in that case, that would be practice also of the profession. There can also be, for example, business. You can also create your business as a certain graduate, which may be related. If related, that's practice of your profession, or unrelated, if we talk really of products. So those are just some of the career opportunities for the 4 programs under the College of Business and Accountancy that I've known of. Now take note, guys, again, that these information are not mine. I'm here to give enlightenment, shed light as much as possible about these items. All right? So hopefully you've learned something today with our session, and I'll see you next time in another topic or session or event. All right, so bye for now.